Hi, Ari, it's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we did a quest called Improved Leather, and we had to slay some more Yetis in a cave right up here next to the Twin Colossals. We need to get some Scar Yeti hides, and we got those, and we were rewarded with a new chest piece that we are wearing right now called Jangdor's Handcrafted Tunic. Pretty nice tunic. Small upgrade from the last one we had, but an upgrade is an upgrade, right? Today, we're going to speak to a new person in Feralus. Well, new Tauren. Speak to Tallow Thornhoof.
How may I aid you?
We're going to do the quest called Vengeance on the Northspring. In my day, I was a seasoned hunter. There wasn't any creature around that I feared until I was out in the forest sharpening my blade after a tough battle. When I was ambushed, harpies surrounded me, and I barely managed to drag myself to safety. Even now, I can still hear their cries echoing. I was never the same after that, but the hate boils inside of me. I must get even after all these years. The Northspring harpies can be found to the west of here, flag carrier. Get my revenge. Tallow Thornhoof wants you to slay 4 Northspring harpies, 4 Northspring rogue feathers, 4 Northspring twin colors, and 4 Northspring slayers.
Farewell.
Well, that's a lot of harpies, guys. Haven't fought harpies in a long time. I'll admit, I am not looking forward to their cries either. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's move out. Supposedly they're like to the west, the northwest. Assume they're to the northwest because they're called the Northspring harpies. So let's move northwest. It's going to be a long journey along the roads of Feralus. But we will get there soon enough. It's a rainy day. Well, rainy night, actually. Out in Feralus. Be interested to see if we find any alliance today. We might. Kind of interested to see what type of quest this is. Yellow quest, so could be a challenge. Last quest we did was yellow as well. We almost got ambushed by those Yetis. And almost went to this graveyard. Haven't been to the graveyard in a while. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. I hope we do not go to the graveyard today. We might. But we'll just have to see. A lot of interviews have been going on. Updates about Shadowlands. I think it's going to be a good expansion, guys. Interested to see how the covenants work out. Has a real dark vibe to it. And supposedly we are going to be attacking ICC or going into Icecrown Citadel at the beginning of the expansion. Which is going to be pretty nostalgic for a lot of players who played back in Wrath of the Lich King and Raid in ICC. Icecrown Citadel. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like a lot of the updates they got going on. I don't know how those, like, covenants are going to work, but we'll just have to see. Supposedly you get, like, bonuses depending on which one you choose. Kind of hope that there isn't one that everyone just picks because it's the best. I hope there's a little bit of variety there. But we all know gamers today all love to min-max. Happen in Classic WoW. And I believe it's still relevant today in retail, so I wouldn't be surprised if that occurred. There's always the best way to do things, or the most optimal way. And usually people tend to lean that way when it comes to games these days. Because we have the internet. And all you have to do is Google what's the best for your class. For whatever you're doing, PvE or PvP, and shows up right in front of you. So it is what it is. That's just gaming today. I think that's why Classic WoW, everyone's like, yeah, it doesn't really feel like it did back in the day. I never played during vanilla, so I wouldn't have known. I was mostly a console gamer as a kid. But I could see why they say that. I could imagine a lot of people were not using optimal specs. Could also imagine that Fury Prot tanking, which is what I do in my guild, probably didn't even exist. I assume a lot of tanks just wore a shield because that was just the way you did things back then. Well, that's just what you would assume a tank would wear. They'd always wear a shield, right? I also heard back in vanilla days, using consumables and flasks, and I assume world buffs was looked down upon because supposedly you're making the content easier by using that stuff. People looked at it as if it was a crutch. But nowadays, you just have to use it. People like our guild, the guild I'm in, kind of, I don't want to say forces people to use consumables, but yeah, we pretty much want all of our raiders to use consumables and get at least 2 world buffs for every raid, so. Clearly the players have shifted, you know, the way people play. And that's alright. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So here we are. We're almost done our journey. Supposedly these harpies are to the west, the northwest. So I'm going to start heading as west as I can. I have to get some buffs up here. One thing that I do enjoy, though, that Blizzard's taking out slowly, is they got rid of Titan Forging, which is great. And I think they're taking out like random sockets in loot as well. I never really liked that, like random stuff. You know what I mean? Like gambling style, you know? Hoping you roll high and get, or well, and get like a socket on your gear or something like that. But they're keeping avoidance, leech, and all that in the game. Movement speed, which I don't mind. Well, it looks like we found a harpy, guys. And these guys are level 48, dude. And we're not buffed up. So they're one level under what I am, so that's not bad. Looks like they're here, guys. So if you're doing this quest called Vengeance of the Northspring, make sure you head up here. There's a place called Ruins of Ravenwind. Seems to be where they all hang out. Northspring wind color. So this doesn't seem to be that much of a challenge. They are pretty much my level, which is nice. Most quests I do, the mobs are under my level. I'm kind of testing this out because I want to see how strong my character is with the current gear that I have. Soon I'll probably be purchasing a trinket off of the auction house. Most likely. will also increase my character's survivability. We are due for a new weapon pretty soon. I think level 50 we should get one. This one's level 41. Probably wait till level 50 or 51 to get a new weapon. The rogue feathers, I assume, are stealth. So I'm gonna have to watch out for those guys. Could be creeping around. I think I got that name right though for the new factions in Shadowlands or whatever. I think they're called Covenants. Not 100% sure. I knew it was something with a C. That's kind of like the new thing that they're adding to the game. I'm pumped for Shadowlands. Supposedly the beta's coming out soon. And I hope it's good. Also pumped for AQ40 that's coming out this month. Never been a part of the Anchorage gate opening. Kind of wonder how they're going to deal with it. Hoping that they don't have any layers on our server for it, but there's been layers on our server for quite some time now. It's kind of just become the norm. Which is, I don't know, I don't consider it, it's kind of a shame, but it's not that bad because the queue times were pretty bad on this server, so I understand why they do it. It just would be so, I just don't know how they're going to do a gate opening with 2 layers. It's kind of weird. Well, we're mowing these harpies down. Not having too hard of a time here with them. Haven't found any rogue feathers yet. Found slayers, wind callers. Slayer guys are fast. I hate their screams, man, harpies. I think they're the mob that I hate the most in the game. By far. Okay. Yeah, clearly the rogue feathers are stealth. So I have not seen one yet. We're gonna have to creep around and try to find them. No, don't run! Let's use a bandage here. So we got 1 Slayer, 1 Windcaller to go. Kind of want to wait till 50 to go upgrade my abilities at Thunderbuff. I want to go to Thunderbuff eventually, but usually like to wait until I'm at like an even level. I haven't been to Thunderbluff since I think level 46. Oh, okay, we're starting to pull a lot here, guys. This is getting kind of bad. Yeah, we're in trouble. Should we run? Some druids do when they, yeah, I think we're gonna run. Druids can always get away. What's over here? Purple Lotus. We're picking that up. It's gonna sell. It's gonna go up in price a little bit when AQ40 comes out, so we might as well go pick that up. Maybe the rogue feathers are over here. There's a wind collar, level 51. He's coming over to me. Let's sneak up on this guy. There was no rogue feathers over here, over there, so I guess we'll check over here. Seems to be higher level over here, level 50. It seems like we already have one we call her slain. Just need to find a slayer. There's one over there. No! He sees me! This will be our last slayer. If we're able to find 4 rogue feathers. Imagine we just can't find them because we're too low of a level. Well, I think I should probably have a little drink here, and we'll try to figure out where we can find these last harpies. It's good that we have stealth. It's weird how I haven't ran into one yet. Usually they just like come out of nowhere, the rogue feathers. But I guess we'll just creep around. Do a little exploring, you know. Just check this zone out a bit. Never been here before. Let's try to go as deep as we can. Okay. Another purple lotus over here. Try to snag that. There's a rogue feather. Looks like we found a rogue feather. That's nice. Sneak up on him here. I thought they were stealth. So this is where the rogue feathers hang out. Oh, we got 2 on us. These guys get blown up though. I'm getting blown up too a little bit. I think I can deal with 2. Unless this guy's heal. Oh, this guy's dodging me, dude. This wind color's coming down too. Oh, she's running away. Get off of me, lady. I'm getting cocky here. Firing this guy. Okay, now we run. Come on, you can't heal through my moonfire. She did. Damn. Good job. Well, good on them. Oh, that was kind of a shame. We got overrun. That's the cool thing about doing quests that are more around your level. Gotta watch out for these. Well, your aggro radius is higher, right? So a lot more error occurs. They can just easily fly like around you and they'll get aggro on you. So I'll have to pull her away. Let's pull her away a bit. Is that a rogue feather? Just a regular harpy. I didn't know the rogue feathers heal. I always thought rogue feathers were like rogues, I guess. That's why I thought they were stealth. Okay, I hope I don't pull this ring collar. Yeah, I already did. I guess we're gonna have to deal with her. It is what it is. Don't have thorns though. That's not good. Getting a lot of mage weave cloth, which is nice. Alright. Round 2. Hopefully I don't get ran up on again. So only 2 rogue feathers I've found the entire camp. I don't know where the other ones would be. Let's creep around again. I guess we'll hot up here a bit. Then we'll go on a little creep. Sneak around. That there doesn't. I was already down here before. There's no rogue feathers, so they seem to be perched up on the high ground. Slayer over here. This looks like this used to be like a night elf area. I guess the harpies took it over. A lot of different mobs in this zone. You got ogres, gnolls, harpies, insects. Who's Leaf Runner? Let's have a fight. Can't attack. Can't attack, Shay. Wasn't that a shame? Alright. Thought we were gonna have a battle. I wonder who Shay Leaf Runner is. Probably like an alliance quest, I assume. Yeah, did I name them all? We had insects, gnolls. We had the Gorduni ogres. Yeah, the Taurens. There's a Tauren, another Tauren clan. The Grim Totem. A lot of purple lotus here, though, which is nice. The only thing that sucks about this is that I can't find these rogue feathers. I've only found 2 in this entire area. Makes me think that they're not all here. I'm gonna get some buffs. There's a rogue feather. See, he's gotta complain a little bit. Blizzard hooks you out. Okay, let's hunt this last one down. She's flying away. I'm gonna sprint. Gonna sprint at her, going all the way in. Gonna pull her, maybe the dog too, we don't care. Let's see what's up here. She's gonna run away. I think this wolf's gonna pull. Watch out. Yeah, she's gonna bleed out. Let's get our silver on. I'm gonna mount up here. I want to see what's over here. I think this is where we came from. There's some lotus here. Oh, gold thorn. Should we pick it up? Yeah, why not? Make a little bit of gold while we're here, right? Sell these on the auction house. I think I can use those actually for the armor pots. Those are always good to find. I'm just exploring a little bit. Not much here. It's a lot of gorillas and wolves and bears, harpies. Sungrass. That's hard to find. Never really get to... It's like the hardest herb to find in the game. Well, I'm earthing out, guys. I'm giving up on the sungrass. But we slayed all the harpies. Wasn't too tough. Now we get to go back and speak with Tallow. See what he has to say. Almost got 2 bars for it. Depends on how much XP we get for turning the quest in. There's Rockaran making the rounds.
What brings you here?
Thank you, flag carrier. You have put an old Torn's mind at peace. Alright. There he is, Elder Tallow. At peace. I guess we gotta go have some peace of our own at the inn here. Maybe we'll continue questing in this zone. Been here for a while. We also have a lot of stuff to turn in. So I might. Our bags are full, so might be a good idea to go to Orgrimmar soon. I have a lot of quest items in my bags. Okay, so we'll get rid of this Wicked Claw, all this stuff. Yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta go. Gotta go to Orgrimmar, guys. Pretty soon. I think we might do that next episode. Well, guys, that's the end of the episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.